Hey guys, welcome back to book reviews. I've been trying to get back to them for a very long time now. And I have read some new books over the past few days. Today I'm going to review a book that unfortunately I didn't really like too much. Most of them I really love a lot, but unfortunately this one was not a fan of mine. It is called Chronicles, Dragon's Milk, and it's the first book of the series. My brothers read this. It was like a hand-me-down, I guess. I didn't really mention too much about this one. I think I can understand why. Well, anyway, this book is not really mentioned in many different Google researches or anything like that, and I can tell you why. This is why I'm going to make reviews about books, because there's some out there that maybe are gems and you just don't notice. But anyway, out of all that, unfortunately this one's not really a gem per se. This one's about a girl who needs to get a cure for her little sister who is sick, and the grandmother's with her, and she needs to get a milk to cure her, like dragon's milk, typically. Anyway, throughout the story, she goes out to find a dragon. Literally, she finds one, and she has to raise 3 of her children. The dragon is very, very aggressive, and she won't let her have milk until she takes care of her children. If she does well, she'll give it to her. This happens a lot throughout the chapters, and she ends up naming a few of the dragons. The dragons talk in a very interesting way. They don't talk like normal. They talk with, periods and stuff like that. But anyway, throughout the story, she babysits the dragons. And I was kind of hoping that towards the end, we would find out that maybe, we would find that maybe the dragons would be, the dragons would be like, I don't know, can thanking of her, and the mother would give her the milk eventually. But that doesn't really happen in the book. Instead, we are left with the fact that she lives with them as pets or whatever, and she kind of roams around, I don't know, the whole neighborhood just to get them. I didn't really read too far into the book. I didn't read the whole thing, honestly. I kind of slumped at the end of it because it kind of dragged a little bit, to be honest. But anyway, I got to the end, but unfortunately, I did not find what I was looking for. It was actually ended up with a cliffhanger. I'm not really sure what's going to happen to the little sister, to be honest. She kind of forgot about her a little bit. I mean, it started out with that kind of idea of her being sick, but unfortunately, that part of the story actually ends up being forgotten about later on during the story. We never hear much about it again later on or anything. Just that she's sick, and she still isn't waiting. We never get to hear much from her ever again. Not only that, but the dragons themselves are mostly what they're talked about in the book. It's also about her babysitting them, and just her kind of on her adventures with them. But either way, there's not really much to adventure to be put. She just goes around the town, taking care of them and stuff. It's not much to say about it. For what it is, it's just very boring. And probably the most boring book I ever read. Most of the books I read, like Survivors and like that, not because they were complicated and hard to read. Every now and then they were okay to read, and they were still exciting, and I was still engaged. But with this one, never engaged at all. Unfortunately, I never liked this one, and that's why I never want to read the books again. If you find it, I hope you like it. Fine, but just keep in mind that it might drag a little, it might take some time to get used to. But I hope you enjoy much as I didn't. But sorry to say, I was not a fan of this book review. But I want to shed some light on it because no one's ever heard of this book before. But anyway, that's what I'm going to talk about today. I will talk about more reviews of these books eventually, but I'd like to know in the comments below what you thought. I'm sorry I couldn't show this book today, but I don't have the book with me anymore because I kind of gave it off to somebody else. But anyway, yeah. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below if you ever read this book before. And I'll see you next time. Bye.